Hello, pre-calculus. Hello. My computer says hello. Hey, this is the video for days 15 and 16. Okay? So days 15 and 16. Okay, so actually today is day 15 of the CV break. And here is the assignment that I had written. It was page 194. Hello. Been a while since I've done any handwriting. Um, no, it wasn't. Duh. It was page 195. Gosh. And it was 16 through 18, 36, 38, 40, 44, and 47. Is that right? 44 and yeah, and 47. Sorry, I have papers strewn. That's right, strewn on my desk. Just different things. It's just great fun. All right, so here are examples. Right over there. Ready, set, here we go. Okay, so if you remember, we were talking about logarithms, and we were talking about, we were talking about logarithms like this, okay? And you're like, what does that equal? Well, I don't know. Well, the question is this: 2 to what power equals 8? And sometimes you can do it in your head, and sometimes you can't, okay? So this answer is 3. But let's just say that you didn't know it was 3. Okay, how would you do that problem? 2 to the x equals 8. You'd throw in the word log in front of each one of them. Log 2 to the x equals log 8, like that. And then you'd move that x out front. This is a property of logarithms. And then you would say that x equals log 8 divided by log 2. And then you get in your calculator and you'd start freaking out. You'd find the log button and you do log at 8 and you press equals and you get like 0.9 something and you're like, oh no, oh no. And then you're going to divide by log 2 and then, hey, look at that. The answer was 3, but I could have done it in my head. Okay? So that's a refresher course of logarithms. Let's keep on doing more examples. I think this will get you through the homework, okay? So what would that mean then if I said, hey, what is log base 16 of 4? What does that equal? Well, it would mean 16 to what power is 4? Man, Mr. Barrow keeps on doing 4 notifications on Google Classroom at 7:15 in the morning. Ouch. So what power of 16 gives you 4? Well, the square root of 16 is 4. So square root is meaning you're taking it to the half power. Okay, so now instead of question marks, I'm going to use x's, okay? Here we go. Let's do a fancier one. What if it was like log base 3 of 3 square root of 3? What does that equal? Okay, so that would just mean 3 to what power equals 3 square root of 3. And you're like, dang, there's a lot of 3's there. So maybe I'm going to keep this side alone. And I'm going to write this side as 3 to the first times 3 to the half. Oh, and then you would add those powers. So 3 to the x equals 3 to the 2 halves plus 1 half is 3 halves. And then x would just be 3 over 2. Okay, so I haven't used my calculator yet. I've just, done them pretty much in my head. Let's try another one. Click. Let's try one like log base 7 of the 4th root. That's right, the 4th root of 1/7. And you're like, what? And I'm like, no, what does it equal? So 7 to what power equals the fourth root of 1/7. That's the question. You're like, well, there's a 7 there, so I'm going to keep this side alone, and I'm going to call this 1/7 to the 1/4. Okay, so now the 7's on the bottom, which means that it's got to be negative. So x would have to be -1. Look at that. That was silly. 1/4. Okay, so let that one sink in for a little bit. I'm starving and thirsty. It's 7:20 a.m. I went running at 5 a.m. till 6 a.m. I've been working on some stuff here in my classroom. Well, I took a shower and stuff. And then, so I haven't been here quite a bit, an hour. But I think I might have a snack or something stored away. Please, please. Oh, yeah. Crunchy granola bar. These things, I like eating them, but man, they're messy. You know, like when you open the packet, like half of it's gone by the time you just take it out of the packet because it just crumbles. It's like crumbling. Let's find out. There we go. Okay, that's cool. All right, so I didn't make too much of a mess. Click. Where are we at? Let's do more examples. All right, how about natural log? If you saw a problem that looked like this, natural log of e to the third, well, I'm telling you the answer is 3, okay? But, hang on. Hang on, I gotta eat my country granola. But you're like, what the heck? How did you get that? Natural log really just means log base e of e to the third equals what? 5. So that's what that means. Natural log just means log base e. So then this would be e to what power equals e to the third? Oh, well, that was easy. 3. Okay. So it's base base exponent answer. I swear, my phone has, Mr. Barrow has sent 20,000 text messages, and now I'm getting more emails. It's great. Let's try another one. Click. Let's try another natural log. So, what would the natural log of 1 over e squared be? I'm just going to put, what does it equal? So I'm just going to put it as x. So you're like, well, I don't know. Well, if you don't know what it is, then switch it out. Like I already know the answer, but let's just say you didn't. Rewrite this as log base e. And then that would be still e squared. We don't know what the answer is. But now it's going to be e to the x equals 1 over e squared. Oh, so this is e to the x equals e to the -2. So x equals -2. I already knew the answer was -2 way up here, but maybe you didn't. But maybe now you do. I don't know. Next, let's try another one. Natural log of the cube root of e. Can you do that one in your head? What does it equal? Like I'm already done. I know. But let's do it the long drawn out way. This means log base e of the cube root of e equals what? So it would really be e to the x equals the cube root of e. E to the x equals e to the 1/3. Hey, it's 1/3. Well, yippee skippy. Boom. Okay. What does it mean if there's no number there? Hey, there's no number there. There's a hidden 10. So if there's not a number there, it's really a 10. So if I said, what's this answer equal? I don't know. It would just be 10 to the x equals 10 to the 5th. Oh, x equals 5. Well, that was easy. How about this one then, slick? Log base 6 of 6 to the 8th equals what? What? That's too easy. 6 to the x equals 6 to the 8th. X equals, oh, Joe! But wait, there's more. Now let's move the letter x. Let's say it's something like this. Log x equals 3. And you're like, but, the x has always been over on the right-hand side. Did that sound like Phineas and Ferb? Mom, there's a hidden 10 here. Okay, so this just really means 10 to the 3rd equals x. What does x equal? Oh, it's 1,000. Well, that was easy. Hey, guess what? You can throw in absolute values just for the tartar sauce of it. Let's say it was something like this. Okay. Well, that's pretty easy. That would mean that there's a 10 right here. So it would be 10 to the 4th equals the absolute value of x. So that's 10,000, right? So that means x equals plus or minus 10,000. How do you like that? And I would walk 500. Remember that song? Was it I'd walk 500 miles or 10,000 miles? And I would walk plus or minus 10,000 miles. I don't think so. That's a lot. I did 6 miles this morning. Big whoop. Okay. Let's try some more. Let's just get crazy. Let's do log something like this. Oh, interesting. Okay. So remember, there's a so it's 10 cubed equals the absolute value of that. So that's 1,000. Okay. So then x minus 2 equals 1,000 and x minus 2 equals negative 1,000. So x is going to be 1,002 and x is also going to be negative 998. Ready? Hike. I'm still eating my food. Hey, now let's do natural log. Let's say it was natural log of x equals 5, and you're like, what? I don't know how to do that. And that doesn't really look like natural log, but I'm sticking with it. Well, rewrite it as log base e of x equals 5. So it'd be e to the 5th equals x. Answer. How about that? You starting to get the hang of this? Logarithm. You want to do it? That one's way too easy. Let's do it now. Let's do this one. Ready? I'm just looking at examples that I wrote down when I was bored for the entire spring break. Because you couldn't go anywhere. Okay, if I said solve for x, here's what you do. We could have gone to Florida, but then what would we do? Beaches are closed. Just crazy. Okay. You have to start here. Okay. So it's going to be 5 to the 0 equals log base 3 of x. Okay. Base, exponent, answer. Answer. 5 to the 0 is 1. Now, it's the same thing, but here's the base, here's the exponent, there's the answer. So 3 to the 1st equals x. So x equals 3. How'd you like that one? I like that one a lot. I like a lot. So you're telling me there's a chance? They still have not canceled spring sports. They're hanging on. They said, yeah, we could still do like a state series in June. And I'm like, what if I'm gone in June? Please. No, you know I would stick around for girls track because we dominate. Hey, let's do another one. What would log of log x equals 1? What would that answer be? And you're like, I don't know. Well, let's find out together. Remember, there's a hidden 10 there. Ah, dang it. Remember, there's a hidden 10 there. And there's a hidden 10 there. So this would be 10 to the 1st equals log base 10. Wow. Log base 10 of x. So it'd be 10 equals log base 10 of x. So 10 to the 10th equals x. That there's a big number. Hey, let's do one more. And then I'm going to be done. Because I ate 2 of those crunchy granola bars, and now I'm really thirsty. And I got to get to the water fountain. Alright, last example. I have no idea how long this video is going for. Oh, I hope I'm still recording. Oh, please let me still be recording. Woo! Made me a little nervous there. Alright, last example. Let's do natural log of x equals 1. And you're like, what? I don't understand natural log. Replace it with log base e. Okay, so this would be e to the 1st equals log e to the x. So then this would be e to the e equals x. Look at that one for a little while. E to the e. What? All right, I'm stretching. Whoa. Hopefully, when you guys see this video, there's going to be a little logo right there. I hope there is, because that is super cool if it works. All right, so now I want you guys to try page 195, 16 through 18, 36, 38, 40, 44, and 47 for tomorrow, okay? So try to do that tonight. We'll go through them tomorrow on the video. Okay, I say to you, good day.